All right, so it looks like that this is kind of funny. Business Insider is reporting that Uber is laying off 10% of their customer service workers, and they're citing artificial intelligence as the reason. So, I mean, here we're seeing it. Artificial intelligence is taking. I mean, 10% is a big deal at a company like Uber. So, artificial intelligence is replacing human beings at Uber for customer service. And let's be honest, Uber's customer service was lacking to begin with. So this may actually be an improvement as far as I'm concerned. But what it really needs to do is draw attention to what is going on with the whole push for AI. And this trickles down to drivers with autonomous vehicles and how so many of us are worried over the next couple of years to maybe 10 years down the road. How secure are our jobs? Are we going to be able to continue to provide for our families? Obviously, 10% of customer service workers at Uber aren't going to be able to, provide for their families because Uber not caring, or they're putting profits, clearly putting profits over their own employees, and they're laying off 10%. And not only that, you had all these workers during COVID that were allowed to work from home basically. And let's be honest, some of their jobs could probably be done from home just fine. But you had a lot of these people who were working from home, and it looks like, according to this article at Business Insider, that these people are now being asked to it says here, yeah, they're now being asked to move to a city that has an Uber office, and Uber's going to be asking them to come into work 3 days a week. I mean, I'm not going to, I feel no pity for these people. You and I, drivers, we go out there and we drive 8, 10, 12 hours at least 3 days a week, most of us, some of us 6 or 7 days a week. So I don't really feel any pity for them at all, none whatsoever. But I think it's funny that you know we're starting to see this effect of AI, and yeah, it's hitting. Uber's a brave company. It really is. They're a brave company because they're just putting it out there. They're like, yeah, we're going to lay off 10% of our customer service force, and yeah, I, I think AI may be an improvement when it comes to customer service with Uber, because we all know as drivers that their customer service was horrible. So you might be asking, how does this affect drivers? Well, plain and simple, it affects us in several different ways. And one of the ways that this does affect us is we interact heavily with Uber support. And now we are going to be required more and more to rely on these artificial intelligence chatbots to handle issues. And I don't know how that's going to work out because, I mean, so many times, solving these issues with passengers, it's more of an art form than it is a science. And I feel like AI lends itself more to the sciences than it does the arts. And I think just having human beings in the loop is going to make it, it's going to make it so much easier for us to get these problems solved. Another thing you have to really wonder about is, is this a test almost? How is the world going to react to a certain number percentage of workers being laid off from a company and being replaced by AI? Is this something that Uber is using as almost like a test to see how the market reacts, how the stock price reacts, because they're cutting 10% of their customer service. What happens if a year or two down the road, they cut 10% of their drivers because they've replaced 10% of the drivers with autonomous vehicles? So I kind of wonder, is this kind a test that they're doing to see how their stock price is affected by it? I mean, I think a lot of these companies, Uber being one of them, Their biggest problem is they're worried about their stock price. Everything they do impacts their stock price, and they don't want to be in a situation where they start costing themselves money and investors because they're making decisions that people just don't agree with and don't want to invest in their company because it might be too risky. So by cutting 10% of their customer service force to see the reaction that it may create, it's kind of smart. Think about it. This is AI. AI, if they can do 10%, they can do 100%. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's the truth. If they wanted to cut 100% of their customer service and say, you know what, we don't need you guys anymore. So sorry, so sad, hit the road and plug in some chatbots to handle everything, what would stop them from doing it? Absolutely nothing. I think, as a matter of fact, I think that the chatbots would probably do a far better job. Let's be honest, Uber's customer service is horrible. Um, 9 times out of 10, I don't think they understand what we're saying when we speak English. And I don't think a lot of people understand what they're saying. Okay. So I think a chatbot would probably be much better suited for something like that. Uh, can the chatbot cover all the issues? Probably not, but I bet you it can get very, very close. Okay. So if Uber wanted to, they could just wipe out their entire customer service team and just say, we don't need you no more, and go 100% with chatbots. Ask yourself this: why haven't they done that? Because, like I said, I think this is a test. They're testing to see how this impacts the market and their stock price. Okay. The last thing they want to do is announce that they're, firing tens of thousands of people and replacing it with artificial intelligence. That would leave a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. Now, it may not leave a bad taste in investors' mouths because they want to make money. Okay. And this is clearly designed to cut out costs and increase profits. There's no doubt in my mind that's what it's there for. So, why are they doing it slow? I think it's just to get people used to the idea. But as a driver, we should pay attention to it because what's it going to mean for us in 2 years, in 3 years, even if it's just 5 years down the road? I think you are going to see more and more of these cars coming online. I think at this point, really, the only hope that we have of stopping it is through legislation, organization, maybe some case law if there's some lawsuits. But let's be honest, I don't think those cases could work their way through the legal system quick enough to actually do anything at this point. So I think we're kind of stuck with, legislation and organization, and that means unions. And I don't even know if that can be done quick enough. Uh, uh, What are your thoughts? What do you think? Do you think that it can be stopped at this point? I mean, AI is pretty much embedded itself in everything, and it's only going to continue to get stronger. And this fact that they're laying off 10%, that's a big deal. They didn't come out and say we're going to lay off 1%, 2%. They're laying off 10%. And that's just now. Okay. That's just now in July of 2026. What happens in January of 2027? Are they going to start cutting more? Are they going to lay off another 10%? And I think we're going to see that happening. More and more companies, and the companies that we drive for, Uber, Lyft, whatever it may be, DoorDash, you're going to see these companies really trim down the back end of their workforces because they can't. I think they've reached the point where they've realized, hey, we can't cut drivers' pay anymore. Okay. If we cut driver pay anymore, we're going to have no drivers. Okay. So now they're looking internally, and the first thing that popped up on their radar was the customer service reps. 10% of them gone just like that. All right. Let me know what you think. You think this is just the handwriting on the wall and that there's a lot more to come? And do you think this is a test to see exactly how this affects Uber's stock price? That's what I think it's about. All right. I'll see everybody in the next video. Take care.